All right, guys, we're live again. I want to make a statement because I want to be honorable in my actions. Okay. Uh, the individual that paid the money for this was not happy with the fact that Shanny, like, we cut it short because Shanny's mental health is not really good to be doing this. That's the fact. That's what happened. And but I want to be professional as I can be. This is me being like an employee, because when you pay me $40 for 2 hours, that's $20 an hour work. So I'm going to do that, and I apologize tremendously to this individual. I'm not giving any names. Never gave a name. People were saying, "Well, don't say it." I never said any name. I've said individual that paid for this.
This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It just stresses everyone out.
Yeah, and I don't want this feels like
I can't handle it anymore.
I know that. I feel like this is a business deal. And whenever I dealt in business, when I had a web design business, I was very honorable, and I would cut people breaks on prices and all that stuff.
I get that, dear.
I want to be that way. And I don't want to have an obligation that is, I paid you $40 and do this, and he's not satisfied. That's wrong. And I would have to pay it back. But the truth is, we're so poor and there's so many needs. That money's gone right now. So I would have to make $40 to give him back. If that's the case, if he's not satisfied with what goes on here tonight with the 2 hours, and we've been on probably 10 minutes. Okay, like midnight. We'll go to midnight, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna go to midnight tonight, and we'll just talk with you. I got it. You don't want to look at the chat at all.
No,
you can't do that.
Okay. I can't do it.
Well, then how the fuck am I supposed to rant for 2 hours? I don't know what to do.
We can talk about things.
Maybe we could bring up some videos and play them like the news, or we could do commentary on this trial, the first televised Trump thing.
True. I mean, I know that's what happens. The judge actually rejected the separation of the RICO case.
Oh, wow. That's huge. That did happen today?
Uh-huh.
Wow, that's huge news. So there's precedent now that Donnie and his misfit. Okay. This is really difficult because I feel like I have to talk loud because they're not going to hear me.
Yeah.
We need to get a desktop condenser Bluetooth microphone.
Yeah.
That's what we need to do, because we could do podcasts perfectly like that.
Well, you could put the freaking thing lower.
It won't be aimed at the fan. Do you not care where it's aimed?
No. As long as it's not on me, because I'm
God,
not close.
Dude, whatever.
It's hot.
Holy shit. Like this?
Yeah, that's
because the mic will be there. So they'll see just the grandfather clock. That's beautiful, actually.
Yeah. I'm sorry I have mental problems, but I do.
I do too. I'm sorry, guys. I'm doing my best, man. I'm really trying.
I am too. But I don't like being told what to do. I don't like people yelling at me and treating me like crap. And I really am at the point where I do not look at social media. I cannot look at social media.
And I'm your witness. She's telling the truth.
I'm really done talking about it and being online to tell you the truth. Like,
that means that you've moved on from the want to do this stuff. That's what that means. You do not want. Well, I mean, you were kind of excited to have like a podcast with us to get.
Yeah,
doing
but
the wife and husband podcast, and that's just gone.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't even know this. Okay.
I don't want to be like that person, but at the same time, it's like this stuff destroyed my life.
Whatever. Fine. Even having a podcast didn't destroy your life, but I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I understand what you mean.
It's not healthy.
Yeah.
It's not healthy.
I had to do this because I made money. period.
I know.
And this is an obligation. I need
know.
to do it. So that's why I'm
You
here.
don't have to yell at me.
It's very simple, and we don't need to talk about that anymore. It was just an obligation that I needed to fulfill, and we are. So that's it.
Yeah.
I say the individual, if you're messaging that we're on now, you know, like, was he saying something?
What?
Did you see what he said? Or you just cleared it?
I just cleared it.
Okay, that's fine. I just would say to him that we are fulfilling the obligation right now. And I apologize that it didn't go like it should. And we're going to be going to 12. We'll probably cut at 11. No, maybe. I don't know. Like, jeez. We'll see when it cuts off. And then we'll start a new one. And boom.
Oh.
Okay.
This isn't what we agreed to. Yeah. Well, you know what? Shannon has mental health problems, so you're going to have to be, you know, understanding of that.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing the best I can.
You really are. You're just going to have to understand that Shanny is going through stuff and people, like, invalidate this. What you're doing right now is invalidating Shanny's feelings completely individual.
He doesn't care about my
I know
feelings.
he doesn't, okay? And I'll never, this is it.
Please stop yelling at me.
I don't want this to be a problem. So
I don't want to be yelled at by you because of this. We haven't fought at all, and we go back on this, and it's a fight.
It's literally, I mean, you've done this for fucking years. I don't get it, but whatever. We're not starting a show or anything. This is just 2 hours and we're done. So there's your entertainment, and I'll play that back of whatever. And I'm sorry I raised my voice at you. I really apologize. Okay? I love you, and I don't want to ever do that.
Thanks.
I apologize, okay? For real. No aggression.
I can't do it anymore.
Mm-mm.
And if people can't understand that, that's their fucking problem.
I mean, you didn't give specifics either, individual. I'm just going to leave it at this. You said Shanny and me 2 hours, okay? That you had no prerequisite for video and audio. You didn't say that we couldn't have the camera on something else and it's just our voice. You didn't have those stipulations. So you're being fraudulent. You're trying to fraud me. You're trying to probably flag my PayPal, and it's not gonna work, okay? But there's another individual that messaged me about not doing this, and now I see it, and I'll never do it again. But you're getting your product. We'll be on until midnight tonight, and that's it.
Yeah.
And that's
Even though I don't want to.
Yeah, you don't want to be on at all.
No.
It's not what you want to be doing right now, but it's an obligation, and we're doing it, and that's it.
Yeah.
Because I want to be honorable. And if it was taken to court, I have $40. They're not going to do that. But if it was, I want to have on record, and this video will not go down, okay? It's going to remain up, definitely, that I did this obligated thing, that I fulfilled it.
Yeah. And I can't do this anymore.
No, you can't. And I apologize to the nice people in chat. We can't even look at it because the mental torment that Shanny's gone through. I went through it with her, but I don't know. I've been feeling pretty good lately, and I felt capable of this.
I don't.
Exactly. So I should be alone without you. That's just...
Well, good. Take the camera to the kitchen.
Okay.
Don't show me.
I know.
Camera.
I know. I understand. Don't show you. I understand that. I'm really sorry, guys. This is like crazy. I kill my video. What the hell? How did that happen? Oh. There you go. Okay. You can hear me still. I had a moment. Alright, just give me a minute, guys. I gotta set this up. Alright? I have to turn that fan off because it's too loud. I know that. Come on, stand up. Jesus. Just nothing's working tonight. You get what I'm saying? I don't think, like, Jesus wanted... Sorry. I don't think Jesus wanted me doing this tonight. But this is labor. Like, I want to... It's like I want to fulfill stuff when I can, because I want to be in broadcasting. I like this stuff. And why is this thing not... Do I have to tighten this? Yeah, I think that's it. No, it's not. Why is this ball bearing thing being such a bitch? You gotta give me a second, guys. I'm so sorry. I can't believe this. Alright, this ball bearing is not tightening, so this is how it's gonna be. Oh my god, give me a second, alright? Okay, I got my drinks. Now I gotta get one more thing. Alright. One more thing I need. Jesus. Help me, Christ. Hey, watermelon. There's a watermelon Kit Kats here. Hi. And that stuff. What? It builds trust. I gotta wave at people. What's up? What's up? It builds trust too. If someone wants to pay you to go live, it shows you feel the exactly. Like, I mean, it was $40, so like obviously it's not gonna like go to court or anything. But as a business person, okay, if I want to be involved in the internet as, say, a broadcaster, streamer, like my real dream probably would be doing a show like Hasanabi. But it's kind of probably more more conservative, certainly. That's awesome. $40 is good. Yeah. And I was so appreciative to the individual too. You know what I mean? I was straight up like, dude, I really apologize for this, but you have to understand that my wife's mental health comes before anything. And this has really messed with her because of the abuse. And she has been abused. You put in Shannyforchrist on YouTube, and it's insane, the stuff that comes up. Okay? Thank you for the hearts and the 100%. I love you guys. Like, the people that are nice in here are, like, really, it's a good community of people. It's cool. Shanny has nice people on her channel because I inherited her followers. So I just come to you and say that I love Jesus, That's my main thing, is loving Jesus. And let's talk about the Bible and stuff. I love the Bible. Like, it's my thing. They should put let's get some common sense in these apps. Let's get some common sense in these apps. Could you please put the time in the live stream window, the live time that you're on, like right now? I have to go like this to see the time. Okay, it pops up. Okay, never mind. I didn't say that. It's a shame. I wish she could ignore it. You will never please it. That's the thing. Yeah, exactly. And this is targeted individual stuff. It's gang stalking. On gang cyber stalking. That's what this is. It's a very niche thing. But people feel really safe because they can just create sock accounts of fake emails and they with a fake name. We need to have internet ID, which is really, it's, whoa, oh, that was watermelon. I thought that was a ghost. I saw an apparition. I swear to you, Jesus Christ's name. I saw an apparition, black like shadow figure, walking in a yard. I thought it was a person. Like I was going to come on this old lady that was looking at the fence. And I got up to the thing, and it was a shadow person. They just disappeared like right in front of my face. It was insane. That's a little, yeah. I'm not, you know. Okay, Gucci trolls. Hey, Gucci trolls, you're awesome. If you would want to come in here with me and talk, I would put you on. How do you feel about ghosts, Gucci trolls? I'm wondering. Holy shit, it's insane. The humidity makes matches like take forever to. This is just you guys remember what Johnny Silverman? I appreciate it, but I don't get on camera. You don't have to get on camera if you just okay with voice. That's cool. It's up to you. It's whatever you want. If you don't want to come, you just want to chat. That's cool, man. You don't need no. I sort of believe only because I think I seen one when I was like 12. Oh, that's the answer to my question? Okay. Man, you're going to have to I'm sorry. Let's just say there's been permit, maybe one day, but not tonight. Okay, cool. I just, like, I did radio, you know, I was on BTR and we, at one time when we were at our peak, this is a monster, man. This is really, the sugar-free watermelon. This is really, wow. It's fire, as the kids say. I wish I had a fan on this fan here. It's a nice fan, unfortunately, but the light works, but the fan's dead. So I'm kind of, it's rough. Hi, Jenny. What's up? I think I've seen messages from you, Jenny. So, oh, that sounds good, good. Never seen that one. Yeah, it is good. So, man, okay. The reason that I say, oh, that looks good, never seen that one. Yeah, I'm sorry that Jesus, see, you have to just bear with me because it's like I have ever since COVID, I got slower. That I had wet brain, and you guys saw that that 1 year, that the year from hell, man. It was insane. Like I had open hallucinations almost constantly, because it was definitely leaving. It was definitely leaving the place that I lived for so long, and I was pretty agoraphobic. No, you're cool. You don't talk too much. You're an active chatter, which I like because it's content. Like you help me make content, and because you're very kind and cool. So, and I think we'd have a great conversation about just like maybe movies or stuff, like whatever. Uh, these are Cheyenne, like they're cigarettes, but they're in the shape of like a 100 cigarette, but it's cigars, and they're Johnny Silverhands, man. In cyberpunk, Johnny like smoked Cheyennes. That's crazy. They burn really slow and nice, you know. I wish I. Oh my god, you guys can see I'm sweating like a pig, man. I'm like really. I'm drenched. My hair's filling in up there. It's like my hair's been healthy. But if you guys want to bless us with getting some like products for cleanliness, like body wash and stuff, there's an Amazon wish list. I think it's still in my post. But it's so stupid. Oh my god, really? There's nothing in my. Okay, I'd have to go and get it. I'm not going to do that right now. There's an Amazon wish list that's out there that you can help us out if you want. Do you have a fan? You can put it ice in front of the fan. No, I don't have like we used to have mobile fans, the little guys, but they're gone. Dude, it's insane. When we were at that hotel, it was a bunch of thieves, bro. You get what I'm saying? What time are we at? 10:09. It was nuts. They were all criminals, and they looted our shit. Like this guy claimed to be a Christian, and there was a guy living next to us. It was a really sweet guy. His name was Steve, and he was a born again Christian. And he fed us pasta one night that was delicious. He was a really good cook. He made a bolognese sauce that was absolutely so. Oh my god, it was good. He's from my god, New Jersey, I believe, or Connecticut. It may have been Connecticut. He was a really nice guy though. And he said, "Could you help?" His name was Rob. This guy, could you help this guy out because I think he cut grass. That's working. This lighter usually doesn't work. Do you have? Sorry. This guy Rob, and he said he's a Christian too, and I'm like, oh, I see God in this. That's boom, automatic. It's like, okay, he's a believer, but you can't believe everybody that just says it because they could be looking for charity and they just wear it to get the charity. It's insane. But we're gonna look. You judge the tree by its fruit. That's what Jesus Christ said, and that's what I do. And this man said, I want your Cadillac. I'll pay you $400 for it, which was fair because I knocked off the side mirror because I was so manic one day. I was coming home. I was coming back to the hotel, and I backed into my Durango, and I wrecked the fucking the passenger side mirror. So I got to fix that. Oh my God, I want to get that fixed so bad. You know, it's crazy. I want to be able to take Shanny to appointments. I don't want to have to worry about it getting rides. I want to get that car fixed. Maybe I should start a GoFundMe or something for fixing the car, but that'll be a nightmare. You know, I would give all receipts and everything. You know, I do that every time. Like if somebody sends me money and they're like, this is for food, I give them a receipt every time. I have a Durango too, but it's older. They're awesome. It doesn't really, I don't think it matters the year. They're just a great ride. Like I'm very, very impressed with Dodge. Like I would absolutely get a Charger. I had an opportunity to have a Charger. I was considering the boys. They're gonna wreck the inside of it, and I couldn't live. Do you get what I'm saying? I love the boys so much, but the fact is that they wreck rides, and it's just who they are. It's okay, you know. They were offering to fund me to get. My credit was like 730 or 740, almost 800 credit score I had because I always paid my bills on time and it was impeccable credit. Like gold standard. Discover kept telling me get more cards. Agreed. Kids do wreck things. Yeah, 3 boys. That's it. You're done. You know, and it's fine though. Like that makes me learn to appreciate. Like I'm not going to spend tons of money on something. A1 Capital. What's up? It's going to happen. So it's like get a Durango. That's not a 2020. Like, oh my God. Like if I could go back, I'd say, dude, like, could you give me a nice SUV that's older, 2007, same model, but like we could do an even exchange. Because I had a 2007 Toyota Corolla S that was like brand new. The suspension was getting a little weird because it was getting old, So, but I should have done a 1-to-1 deal and then I owned it and that's it. If I couldn't get the registration because of price and stuff, whatever, I got a working car. 2004. I have to call the Methodist Church because I looked it up online for charity to fix your car. And it turns out that the United Methodist Church, and there's one right here, literally across the street and down the road a little bit, they have a program where they help people in need that need their car fixed. And I need it fixed, especially it's for Shanny, man, her health. I need to get her to appointments, and I can't rely on other people, and I can't rely on this cult bus system. Screw that shit. No. I want my Cadillac running and legal. You know what I mean? Legal. I want the registration paid for. I want the insurance. I want my sticker on the front that says expires in October of 2024, whatever. I want that all taken care of. I want to be legal, and it costs money. It's bullshit, okay? They monetize everything. And this is why capitalism makes me want to vomit at this point. You monetize things that are mandatory. If you are on the road with your car without registration, you will be put in jail for the night, possibly. Okay? How the hell is that okay that you have to pay like $90? Or some places, it's like California, it's probably, who knows, $250 depending on your ride. If you have like a really fancy ride, it's more money. They monetize things that are for you to pay for. And then insurance. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? People can barely, their kids are like hungry sometimes when they go to bed, man. Come on. If I were president, that's like first type things I would do. What's up, undeniably chaotic one? That's a cool name. You know what I'm saying? You monetized health, and it's like, oh, if you don't have health insurance, you're fucked. You're forcing us to pay for these things that should be given freely because they're mandatory. How you say to me, I want to go to the DMV and get the service of getting a new title for my Cadillac, right? Because this piece of shit guy Rob that I was going to sell it to for $400, and he only gave me $40, and he was breaking in the ride. He was breaking in to the car while it was up there before I got it towed with my Uncle Tom helped me out. He shocked the battery, the towed company helped out and shocked the battery, and we went to AutoZone and put a new battery in. It was working pretty good, but something's with the engine. It's stalling. I don't get it. It's my uncle said it's probably something simple. I just got pulled over 3 days ago for brake light, and my insurance car. Oh my god! Gave me a hard time. It was paid, but I had new card in the car. Oh my god! Well, it's on the phone too. You know, whatever insurance company you got, they got an app. And now, like, people, because I've been watching cop videos pulling over drunk people and shit. Fixing a car is so expensive. That's right. And God, if they could bless me, I'm going to go in with my Jesus shirt and just be like, you know, grace and mercy and peace in the name of Jesus Christ. Could you help my family? And that's it, you know. They're nice. This place where the neighborhood is it's awesome here. It's really cool. They don't even give you a timer of how long you've been on live on this app. Like, I'm not a fan. You know what I mean? I paid check to pay online. They charge 14. What? Look. Is this clearly a scam? Government fees? Excuse me, why should I have to pay you as the courthouse that when I go and have an arraignment hearing or all of this stuff that I have to pay $170 to $200, $400, $1,200 in court fees? I'm standing in a building. I didn't have any, you didn't give me any coffee. As a matter of fact, I had to buy coffee. You didn't provide coffee even. How the fuck, what court cost did I make being in my suit, standing there? This is a scheme. A lot of the arresting stuff is a scheme to just revenue generate. Insane. And that's harassment policing. Like, if it's a minor thing and they give you like $150 fine, you take it to court. That's it. Because you can. My mom took hers to court because it was the guy was an asshole. The cop was a total douchebag on a power trip. And she said, I didn't do anything wrong, and she didn't. She stopped at the stop sign and everything. And he's like, fuck you, you get a $400 ticket. She said, fuck you, I'm going to court. And they said, yep, the officer's an asshole. And they threw it out. I didn't ask the exact... These people, it's insane. Maybe I could bring up news on my tablet. This is a great tablet. This is made by a company called Blue. And I got this tablet. This is an Obama Biden tablet. It came with a case and they covered the screen. It's a very nice device. You know where I'd go in the past. I would be bringing up Infowars.com, but I can't. That's over. Drudge Report. Drudge Report. This is what I used to do with my friend. Like even when we were off air, we would kind of like chain smoke and go through the headlines and just be like, "Wow, this is a crate. What the hell's happening in the world?" It's madness. What's happening? And Elon Musk, he's like the richest guy on the planet, just about. If we're going to talk about, I guess he's got tons of money, and he's totally focused on going to Mars. We got a total recall situation with Elon Musk. The very eccentric, extremely wealthy. Yeah, I got it. Everything's encrypted in Chrome. That's great. Drudge Report, and we'll see. Because I still like Matt Drudge. Like, he never was really. The Alex Jones situation. To look back to the 80s is now, it's like a whole new. It's totally different. And I don't know my feelings. I think probably my feelings have become more liberal. I would seem like a liberal if I talked about the whole situation with police violence against black individuals and their incarceration rate. I think that is valid, that it's like the liberals say, a systematic racism, and I see it. The majority of the guys that were in that jail were brown and black, and there's something wrong with that. I say that's systematic racism 100%. Billion. And can you believe Trump? Can you believe Trump is that he actually made like product reports? I don't need this right now. Trump made property assessments. He said, "Oh, they mean nothing." That's not true. If you're a real estate developer, your property values are going to equal your actual net worth. Off topic, but your hair growing quick. Yeah, I still got. It's like that's a big problem. Like, if you guys could really bless us with some body wash. There's a 3-in-1 body wash, Dove. That's on our wish list, the Amazon wish list. If somebody could provide that, that'd be so nice, because I could actually wash myself goodly. I've been using bar soap, which I can get clean with it, but like rub it into my hair, and that's how I wash it. I would like to actually have something to wash it, but yeah, if you guys could send some Dove 3-in-1 wash, you'd help me and Shanny. It'd be great, and this would look even better, because it's fuller and nicer. When I got like sort of a conditioner type deal. A couple months ago, your hair was short. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm lucky. Like my mom, Shanny told me this. I had no clue. Your mom determines your hair. If my dad determined my hair, I would have been completely bald at 19. Because at 19, he was like a cue ball, pretty much. The male pattern baldness all around here and some hair here. My dad was bald at a really young age. So if it was by my mom, it's by your mother's genetics. And my grandma had her hair. My grandpa had his hair to an old age. My mom had she looked like she was like 40 in the casket. It's crazy. She looked very youthful and peaceful, smiling, That's what I want, for sure. But just think about mom. Whitney Houston. There's a connection between my mom and Whitney Houston, because they died like really near times. And I remember I was doing tons of research on the New World Order and stuff. I have thick hair and it grows so fast it's past my butt now, but I want to cut it. Oh, don't. Well, if you do that, you should donate it. Clean it up nice and send the piggy tail into breast cancer. I did that like a couple times. I think I did it a couple times, not just once. Uh, that's a great program. Are you? I'm sorry, Gucci trolls. Are you male or female or non-binary, whatever? Because I don't know. Yeah, you should know. It's great. It makes you feel good too. It's a good. These poor women with breast cancer. A wig is a blessing. You're female, okay? No, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. It's gender neutral, kind of. Gucci troll. So I wasn't sure, but thank you for that. So you're female, okay? I just think that this whole Trump situation is the most insane thing that's ever happened in political history. It's insane. I've never seen anything like this in my life, and no, it's not. It's unprecedented. And Trump made shirts and mugs, everything with the mugshot, and he made $9 million so far. That's insane. And you have a Wall Street Journal poll comes out and says 46% of the American people support Trump, 46% of the Americans support Joe Biden, 8% undecided. I think Biden wins hands down. Undecideds will vote for Biden, not Trump. It's cool. I really easy to talk to anyone. I have conversations with strangers at the store. Yeah, me too. I am what you call an INTJ. I know I have that personality type because I took the test and it's me to a T. So introvert, extrovert. Because I have horrible bouts of agoraphobia where I don't even want to touch the door to leave. That's why a job is so hard for me, man. Like I get massive bouts of like I'm looking out the door feeling really paranoid and stuff. I mean, my mom had a problem. In 1998 she had a mental breakdown. And it was determined that she had like a chemical imbalance in her brain because of menopause. So I think, genetics that could manifest in me some way maybe. Like they did say she had a chemical imbalance in the brain. And she had it was a mental breakdown in 1998, and she was in a mental ward, and they put her on Zoloft and Xanax and all this stuff. And she looked like that, and she couldn't talk. That was traumatic. That was really traumatic because I didn't know if she was going to be like that forever, But chemically speaking, maybe I got that too, where there's a chemical imbalance in my brain, and I could have psychotic, Her deal was she thought everybody was after the CIA, and she thought all of the products that were in our house were stolen. Your mom was probably beautiful, but she had, oh my God, she loved Jesus so much, and she was giving, wonderful person. Like no, there wasn't a single person that would say something bad about my mom. She was just a good woman that loved Jesus like deeply, So unfortunately, stuff like that happens, and I know genetics are involved with chemical imbalances and mental stuff in general. It's very that way. Genetics play a role in everything, really. How you're going to look, if you're going to have muscle, like nice muscle tone. That it's all genetics. Like I say, like Hasanabi, if you guys know Hasanabi, he's a streamer. He was so gifted with his genetics. The guy is like 6'4", and he's like 243 pounds of muscle. Like he's a really good looking guy, Like it's genetics. Genetic roulette, and whoever gets it gets it. I have to put a hat on because this is I'm doing it. Now we're gonna roll high watermelon. We're gonna roll with the Jesus hat because I do love Jesus, and I don't care who gave me this, because you guys know who wears hats like this, right? I need this hat at this point. You know who wears hats like this. Yeah, this is from him. He gave me this was Shanny's. Mine is somewhere. That's what that guy would do, right? He'd go like this. Welcome to another edition of Preaching to the Choir Ministries. That's it. You get it? Okay. My mother-in-law passed of cancer, and she was the best person I ever met. Such a beautiful heart. Yeah, I hate cancer. I would definitely get one of those bumper stickers that says, F exclamation part, muted F word. Who? What do you mean? Who what? Oh my God, we're gonna do Laurel and Hardy, or Abbott and Costello, whatever it is. Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know. What I'm trying to, who wears a hat like that? Oh, it's a guy named G-Man on YouTube. He has a YouTube channel that I think he's still using. It's called Sowing and Reaping channel. He's a Christian man that makes videos about various subjects. Apparently, right now he's totally dedicated to us, Shanny and I, and how Shanny needs to apologize for nothing. Shanny was literally telling him, "Look, you're acting unchristian. As a Christian, you don't call women derogatory, slanderous words." She was literally telling him to be polite. And is this an enemy? Yeah, you'd consider this person, their names is Burnt Toast on YouTube, who's pretty dedicated to tearing us down, me and Shanny. But we let it be. We don't fight it. Oh, okay, I know who that is. I only watch true crime. Okay, you're not into that community. Well, that's fine. And I could tell you stories about it, but it's boring. It's stories of people having problems like high school kids or something. And it's cliques. Oh, this person isn't really a Christian. That person's not really a Christian. She's a witch. He's a warlock. Whatever. I'm done. But to be honest with you, I really don't have any ill feelings towards Gary anymore. I let that go. I wish things could have been a lot better with the whole situation. I've heard you say some things, and that part of the internet isn't for me. People needed to grow up. See, I know I like you now. I'll whatever day, message me. If whatever day that you'd want to talk, you don't have to do video. You could do it like this. You could do it like this, and we could just talk, and there's no pressure, no camera. Screw that. Shanny's with you. Shanny's with you, and that's cool. But I'm feeling podcasty. I'm feeling like this is cool, and I like doing it. And it's like, you guys bless us. You're like really awesome folks, So I guess I want the purpose of this to be, I want it to definitely be a safe space. That there's no abusive shit. I'm not going to I'll block it. We're not doing hating on people. It's just not going to happen. Oh, okay, I get a camera shy. I type a lot, but I'm afraid if I went to live chat, would have my tongue. No, I don't. Listen, they'll get blocked, okay? Because I'm not going to tolerate hate. That's BS, man. I'm not no, none of it. The hate will get blocked immediately because I can't do it. For me. And Shanny she's affected by this, man. Shanny was a trooper streamer, man. She was like insane. She would do 14, 12, 16-hour streams. That's probably out there in the archives. You could see Von Helton, 16 hours. Look that up. 16-hour hangout, Shanny Von Helton. That I'm sure it's still out there on Secular Opinions channel. He reviewed it or whatever. We have a Kit Kat in the house. We love Kit Kats. I have a watermelon right here. Oh man, I miss those lives. That was insane. Look it up. 16-hour Rage Fest Von Helton. And Shanny ran the hangout. And he ranted for 16 hours straight. It was unbelievably the endurance. That's insane. That you can sit in a chair and literally just for 16 hours straight rant. That's a talent. You know, you can't even hate on that. That's crazy. You'll laugh. But he's part of that community. Do you get what I'm saying? He's part of that community. The great debate community, Von Helton, and he can be quite entertaining if you love him or hate him. He can be very entertaining. I might watch that at some point tonight, just in the background. Where are we at? 10:35, okay. I really hope things, honestly, I don't want any trouble with anybody. I hope this can be okay with Mark. Sorry, you didn't hear that. I hope that this can be okay with the individual that paid for this, because I don't want any trouble. I had no idea this was going to happen with Shanny. I didn't. Does he still go live? Man. I haven't searched for Von Helton on YouTube in a long time. His last name that I knew him by was, he was doing cars, like toy cars. Von's, it's a Hot Rods or Diecast Racing Von, something like that. And he was doing little videos with his models and you know, stuff like that. He stopped doing truther stuff, I think. He might be on BitChute. I don't know if they do lives on BitChute. I don't think so. He might be on Rumble. I'll have to look into him. Secular Opinion has probably done videos on him. I'll catch up on if there's anything new. But his mom died, and he inherited all of her money, and he's, like, pretty rich now. So, like, he's going to just say, screw, I got money, I don't care. And he'll just say what he wants, and that's cool. Because I like listening to Von, especially when he talks about conspiracy. It's fun. A lot of it I don't believe in. You know, I'm more of the mainstream, what you can prove conspiracy guy, and that's like documents, government documents that have been, it's been documented that the Gulf of Tonkin was a false flag operation that got us into war. It's on record. I believe 9/11 was a false flag, 100%. And I just heard today somebody say, oh, it's so disgusting to believe that 9/11 was an inside job. Well, you want to put it that way. You're putting a lot of stuff, when you say inside, that's we shouldn't use that term. That's not the correct term you would want to say. 9/11 was an engineered event to make certain geopolitical things shift, that we could have Patriot Act 1 and 2 and start taking your rights away as a human, with what they did to people in Gitmo and Abu Ghraib. Okay? That's what we're talking about. That is called corruption. That is called disgusting activity. That's un-American and more Nazi-like. Okay? That was a bad time. New Yorkers amazingly came together, and it brought their city together in an amazing way. And Rudy Giuliani was a hero at the time, and he handled it perfectly, and he was like a dad trying to comfort you at night and say, we're going to get through this. This is one of the craziest things, most disgusting attacks on our country ever, and it was. But the fact of the matter is that it was known. You had Dick Cheney. You can look up the testimony of Norman Mineta, okay, Minetta, Norman Mineta, before the 9/11 Commission, and he says straight to the face of the senators, Dick Cheney just wrapped his head around and evilly said, "You got to shoot that plane down," and it's insane. That was just completely the Pentagon. Come on, I remember how smoky the air was. Oh my God, it was insane. And then the EPA came and said that the air is safe to breathe, and then all the guys got cancers, blood cancer, lung cancer, brain cancers, blood cancers, prostate cancers, cancer everywhere. Why? Like, was the building materials of were the building materials of the Trade Center that toxic? Maybe they were. Blinky? What's up, Blinky? So, that's crazy, isn't it? And you had broadcasters even when the towers come down, right? Honest people. They go, what the hell is happening? How did these things come? What? How did these buildings come down? I think it was I'm pretty sure it was Peter Jennings. And Peter Jennings was a chain smoker. And he went back to chain smoking. He got lung cancer because of 9/11 and died. But I think it was Peter Jennings said no when he saw these things pancake like a controlled demolition clear, which would take weeks to set up. What's up, bad kitty? Bad kitty. That's like my watermelon here. She's a bad kitty. It's insane, okay? Donald Trump even said the days after Rudy Giuliani gave a tour of the site to Trump. And Trump said on the radio, something crazy happened here. This doesn't make any sense. What's up, bad kitty? He literally, he's like, I looked at the members. He said, there's no clear reason why these buildings came down in the fashion they did. And then you had the NIST report, which is a whitewash. Yeah, it's nice to see you, Steve. Somebody else chatting too. Like Gucci Trolls is totally taking the win for participation, Should I get my Bible and read to you what I wrote about 9/11? If you want me to do that, the Book of Metatron. I have the iCloud photos taken of it. I just have to put together a PDF, printable PDF, and then I could publish it on Lulu when I have some money. You want me to do that? Okay. Give me a second. I'm not sure what's... my baby girl. I love you. I'm going to read stuff from my Bible. Bring my Bible. For what? Don't be sorry. You didn't do anything wrong. Okay, baby girl. Okay.
It's just trauma to me now.
I know that, and Shanny, you did nothing wrong. Okay. I am doing the obligation. I made the agreement to do this. You know what I'm saying? My Bible has disappeared. Here. There it is. It's so dark.
Can you turn off that light?
Yes, I can. Sure.
I'm trying to lower the temperature.
I know it's hot. It's hot. All right. That's some madness, All right. We got some madness. And I'm like, I don't know, you probably say, a mental health professional might say, oh, this is like a schizophrenic's Bible. You know what I mean? Like, it's just thoughts. And I filled it, and I'm going to publish it. Why not? Because these stickers, I probably get copyright claims. I don't know. But let me find the 9/11 page in here. Because 9/11 is like, here we go. I'll show you the page. That's the page. You see, that's my horrible sketch of the towers. You used to love to journal. Yeah, that's what this is. It's journaling. I'm going to publish this though, I think, because there's even some like political, like, if somebody saw this, they would probably say to me, you're, some people are so strict about the scripture. Hi, Ailey. Some people are so like dedicated to the pureness of the scripture, they won't even write in their Bible. And I like Shanny's like that. And I respect that. But when I just like I don't know, I like note taking and especially like journaling type this type of thing. When I could do lectures on this stuff. Like I could open this and this is like a lecture. I could do a lecture from these are almost like thought notes about end time type stuff. And it's just a lot of stuff in there. I started 3 different journals, one of each of my kids, so when I pass, they will have it to read. That's awesome. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to publish this at some point when I can, and I'll just give you. It's upside down, but this is it. It kind of it's neat, you know. It kind of looks neat, and I always love handwritten stuff. But this is page 23. Oh, the number 23. I think that was part of why I made this the 9/11 page, because then oh my God, if you haven't seen the number 23. That's a movie that you must see, okay? It's a trippy movie with Jim Carrey, and it's awesome. Oh my God, you got to see that. But 9/11 is in with that. 23 is my favorite number. I like 13, actually. 13 is my favorite number. But, okay, here we go. I put at the top, 9/11 was an inside job. Now, this is a phrase that kind of needs revision. Because when we say inside job, that can seem to people like everybody in the government knew, and that's not true. Okay? Everybody in the government did not know that Dick Cheney gave orders as he did to stand down. That's a quote from Norman Mineta. He told us to stand down. And what happened at the Pentagon? The video from the Pentagon is extremely bizarre. It looks like not a plane going in there at all, okay? And then we have Building 7. Why did Building 7 come down? It's because all the intelligence organizations were in Building 7. Well, I'm going to start reading this. All right, are we ready? Okay. A day that will forever live in infamy, 9/11/01. A student of numerology and gematria could have guessed that this date would have been a milestone in the plans of the New World Order. President George W. Bush said that he believed World War III started on 9/11. That's a very pertinent point. We don't support these weird New World Order type presidents like Bush W. Bush W. was literally just led around by his hand and did what he did. Do you get what I'm saying? Like he was very manipulatable, let's say. And he believes World War III started on 9/11. So I think that's very pertinent to people. One video was completely wiped from the internet. Which one? The one I always used to give to people if they were like 9/11 was done by the hijackers and Bin Laden and they proved it. I'd go watch Fabled Enemies by Jason Burness, because he documents all the proof that these guys were undercover CIA. Al-Qaeda is a CIA creation, period, end of story. And Osama bin Laden died in 1998 of kidney failure, of liver dysfunction due to diabetes. He died in a CIA hospital because his CIA asset name was Tim Osmond, and he worked for the U.S. government, CIA cover, to take Afghanistan for his ideology, whatever it be at the time. He was a rich Arab man, Osama bin Laden. CIA asset, okay? Bullshit, okay? I trust George W. Bush when he says World War III started. So we've been in this extended, ridiculous conflict. Around 2000 or so, stargazing, excuse me. something gazing computer technology made it possible to accurately, it may accurately the time of the astrological event found in the Gospels heralding the birth of Christ. Oh, it's how 9/11 is. 9/11 is actually probably based on astrology and models, computer models of the star. Look up the documentary, The Star of Bethlehem. See, this is what I want. I want to talk about Jesus, and Jesus is in these notes. Like, he's all throughout it because he's the truth. I couldn't write this stuff if it wasn't for Jesus Christ. Let me see what you said here. I don't know which one. I watched a documentary, and they showed part of it. Maybe it was the live news broadcast I'm thinking of when the one plane was heading towards the building. I can't. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, the first plane, I think there might be one video of the first plane hitting, and it was very grainy because it was far away. I'm not sure about that, though. I might be making that up, and there is no footage of the first plane hitting. I'm not sure. But when that second plane came in, I mean, it was right on the Today Show on NBC. It was right there, and they got it live. And people are like, oh my God, this is an attack. Yeah, but it's not what you thought, okay? It's not Afghanis in caves. It's just not the deal. So let's attach these Satanist Mason scumbags. Let's take, let's take the birth of Christ date, which is probably September 11th, and 4 BCE. That's the exact date. The date it gave was September 11th, 4 BCE. For the birth of Jesus Christ. So let's take September 11th and do an awful killing of people on that day instead of celebrating the birth of the Savior. That's deep shit. That's deep Satanism. That's deep Masonic weird power grabbing freak show. You got what I'm saying? All the lives were lost for the sake of this plan. Which is making totalitarian state of America, which I don't know. We might get it with Trump, and he'll be the guy to push all this crazy authoritarian shit through. And you have a dictatorship. He might be the one. I don't know. He might be the one to do it. I know you like Trump, so I'm not going to argue. I'm just saying I don't know how you could support him at this point. I was as MAGA as you get. I didn't believe any of these stories about the election fraud. I think that's total bullshit. You're talking about Italian satellites flipping votes. That's crazy. That's bullshit. I'm just not. There's no proof of this. Okay, none. But 9/11, it's disgusting. Now you understand why they did it. The most terrifying event on mainline America. It's Jesus Christ's birthday. The largest satanic sacrifice in history was done on the birthday of the Messiah to point a middle finger at him. They were pointing a middle finger at Jesus Christ, saying, we hate innocence, and we're going to shed blood, and it's for our fucking master Lucifer. It's disgusting. I won't get offended. Like I said, I'm not into politics like that. No feelings hurt. That's awesome. Yeah, you can like Trump. It's cool. The elite were too sloppy with 9/11. Too many open lies and attempts to cover up the American people questions about that day, and they, quote unquote, refused to answer them. The most powerful testimony is of the firefighters. That's it. Molten steel in the basement. Proof. You had rivers. This is insane. And the fires went for, months. They would put thermal cameras over the area that the buildings came down, and there were molten rivers of steel, like a foundry, running through. That is not normal. That's thermite. That's large amounts of thermite burning shit. Proof. You're fucked. You guys set these buildings up that a week before the attack, there were guys working on the elevators, and it looked like they were putting shit like plastic explosives in the basement. You're done. It's over. We know. And then they try and demonize people that will tell you the fucking truth of what the firefighters, the first responders said that day. And they said, what the fuck is with this? It's like hell. Why are there molten pools of molten steel running through it's insane. That's it. It's 10:54. God. So, let's move on. Federal Reserve and 9/11. I could keep going on this, man. We could have really good stuff. I think I'm going to keep that there, and you could ruminate on that. But it's ridiculous. It was definitely set up, and also more proof that it's way more than just killing people. All of the gold was taken out of one of the buildings just prior. And if you watch the movie Die Hard with a Vengeance, you'll see the scenes of them going into New York Bank that had tons of gold reserves, and they loaded it into things and drove them through the sewer and took gold. They did that just prior to the attacks too. It's insane. If you know all this, it's so clear what this was. It's a heist of your money. It's a heist of your dollar value because they crashed the market real bad because everybody was scared. What the hell is going on? When's the next attack going to happen? Then you had the fear. Then you had the soldiers putting Osama bin Laden's picture, this guy that died in 1998 because of dialysis problems, that he died. You have the military using this guy and spitting on the photo and pissing on his photo and, in the bathrooms. It's O'Brien, it's the 3 minutes, it's the 10 minutes hate. It's the 10 minutes hate in George Orwell's masterwork, 1984. That's my favorite book of all time. Aside from the Bible. The Bible's my favorite book, but 2 would be 1984. It just shows such amazing. He wanted to show you what they want to do to you. As a slave, a plebe. That's what they call them in 1984, plebes. A peasant. Where you can't even have consensual sex with a woman. That's nuts. That's ridiculous. You ban sex. That's crazy. And kind of like THX 1138, George Lucas film from the 70s with Robert Duvall. THX 1138, they're just medicating pills, and that's basically what they do all day. Is they have pills and they take them, and then they're like zombies most of the day, and the guys have machines to jerk themselves off. It sucks their penis. And they can't have sex. Sex is forbidden pretty much. That's where it is, man. It's really... It's boiling everybody down to just worse than an animal, that you can't even procreate without the government saying you can. That's what the fuck is that? But Hillary Clinton said that her favorite book was 1984 because she thought it was a good plan to put in place. Hillary Clinton said that. What the fuck are you smoking? 1984 is a good governmental system? Are you... Hillary, holy shit. There's no way I'd vote for that. She said that. I could get the quote. I'd have to look it up. Maybe I'll put it in the comments, because I'm going to open comments on everything. If I could find the link to proving that. She said it. 1984 is a great plan. This isn't... Look. You need to run from individual candidates like that. Holy shit. Yeah, we're not going to go there with Hillary. It's like... She's loving the Trump shit, though. She's loving it, man. She's feeling very vindicated. Did you see her on Rachel Maddow, her interview? She was being respectful. She was. And lighthearted almost acting, with the smile, the Hillary smile. You should look that up, Gucci Trolls. If you did you see that interview? Look up Hillary Clinton, Rachel Maddow. It was you haven't seen her in years. Yeah, nobody has. She's just been doing her thing, whatever. I guess Bill Clinton has some kind of institution uh, teaching classes about like democracy and mainly diplomacy. That's his thing, being diplomatic because he got the what? What was the Accords called in Israel? That was a big deal. Uh, People were saying, "Oh, that's the peace treaty. 7 years left." No, you don't know the day nor hour, and you're not supposed to, because that's the Father's time, man. You're not supposed to know that. I don't believe he will give anybody that date. It's meant to be secret so that you're living for him and you don't know the hour. So you want to be doing the good. Maybe she likes that era because of her husband having that affair. Oh my God. I'm not going to go there with Bill Clinton, man, okay? I share a birthday with him, August 19th. We have the same birthday. I don't want to share a birthday with him because, like, wow. Oh. You know what I don't want to be mean to anyone anymore. You know what? I don't want to be mean to anyone. I'm not even Bill Clinton. That really, ugh, not the best of individuals. Why do we have to have people like this in government? God runs the government, right? That's what the Bible says. That leadership is put in place by the Creator. Okay. Now here's the next question. If that's the case, just lighthearted fun, exactly. I understand that. That's great. But I think you're right. Probably like a lot of people said it was the Hillary Clinton White House for Bill Clinton's time because she's so controlling. He had it easy on the economy because of the dot-com boom, and everybody gives credit for Bill Clinton having a great economy. It was because of the dot-com boom. Do you get that? It's the dot-com boom. It was not because his policies were so fucking amazing. People were making massive money on the stock market with new internet tech stocks. Lots of money. That's it. Okay. But we can all have opinions on people, and I think I don't like Bill Clinton because I think he severely stained the office of president. You're meaning to tell me, Bill, you can't at least like take her into the Oval Office bathroom? Hey, Bill, couldn't you? Because it was consensual, I get, right? Miss Lewinsky never accused the R word, sex assault. She never accused that. Miss Lewinsky. I assume this was consensual. Couldn't you guys at least go in the Lincoln bedroom? You have to get fellatio in the Oval Office. You're scum, man. You just pissed on the presidency, where you jizzed on the presidency. On the seal of the United States of America, that beautiful, you got your eagle. He jerked off on it and just... That's disgusting. You shat. You took a shit. You jizzed on the Oval Office. And you're a disgrace. I'm sorry. Okay? This is where I would be. See, I'm all over. I'm kind of conservative in this way because I do think the presidency is something to be... We're a superpower. We should have certain... And it's why we can't have, I feel, and I respect people that are still Trumpers, we can't have that style of person. It's the... MAGA is really, in a lot of ways, turning into a cult of personality of Donald Trump that it's almost worship. This is not normal. And I would say Gucci Troll's not you, okay? You're like mild MAGA, whatever. You support Trump, that's cool. You're not really into politics, you just support Trump, that's fine. we have to worry about the type of people that stockpile ammo and stuff, and they're thinking about stuff. Okay, I don't want people killed no more with guns. I could talk to you Gucci trolls about, well, what do you think about guns, Gucci trolls? Mental health it's horrible. Right, being a cult of any side is just crazy. Exactly. Yeah. See, I like where you're coming from. You're like me now. I'm a registered Republican now. For years, I was a registered Democrat when I was younger, like 18, 19, 20, 21. 2008, I ran into Alex Jones stuff, and he has great documentaries like Endgame, Blueprint for Global Enslavement. I don't know if that's on YouTube anymore. They probably yanked it by now. And movies like, man, he had some good documentaries exposing the global. The best one, I think, is Endgame. It's great. And he goes to Bilderberg Group and exposes Bilderberg Group with a legendary reporter. I agree with owning guns, but people should have to go through mental evaluation. I say that because they took our guns. If they took our guns, bad people would still have them. Exactly. That's a fact. So I'd be conservative on that too, because I wouldn't say take all the guns either. But here's the thing: like, if you have a mental health crisis in the country, and there's no viable way to get these mental evaluations legally, you would have to consent to a check because of HIPAA. You would have to, this is legal stuff, you would have to consent to a mental evaluation. And what do? Did they start setting up small medical areas in places that they sell guns so that they can sit them down and have a mental evaluation for an hour? Is that what we're going to do? We're going to have like nurse stations in Gander Mountain? How the hell is that? What's that going to look like? We just do increased background checks. Who do you call to get a mental evaluation of a person if you're just going to Gander Mountain to pick up a shotgun? I think we need an entire new agency if we're doing that. What do you do? Do you put that under ATF? You have ATF agents that are trained in mental health. This is crazy. I don't know. Because I'm pro Second Amendment, definitely. And someone could be fined during the evaluation, and years later they're crazy. See, man, I could probably be a senator if I had solid answers, concrete, let's do this now answers on this. But I mean, I guess I would listen to gun control advocates and what their ideas are. How do you implement across the board, every store, Gander Mountains, Walmarts, every place that has any kind of firearm? How do you implement mental evaluation checks? Do we drag the process out of a person getting a firearm to when they can get an appointment at a mental evaluation, and you can't get your gun for like a year? Who knows how long you'd have to wait for an appointment, because it would be huge. Everybody, lots of people buy guns. Okay, you're gonna be waiting 2 years to get your gun, to get your mental evaluation first. This is, I don't know. I really tend to be with Shanny. She's very common sense and smart. And Shanny says people are too mentally ill to have firearms anymore, and we should ban them. It's time. Too many people have chronic mental illness now. Depression. We're saving people from suicide if we confiscate the guns and destroy them all. Look, I sound like, see, now I'm sounding like an extreme hippie tree hugger. That's their position, like no weapons. But I don't know what to do in a situation where, how does the system constitutionally, how does the system constitutionally, without violating Second Amendment, say you need this mental evaluation before you get your firearm? What does the mechanics, the guts, if you were making a watch, I want to see the parts of the watch, the Rolex. How is all of that going to work in the system? It seems to me that you're either going to need an entire new agency, or you're going to need mental facility type evaluation centers at all businesses, and it'll be required by law that you have a new section of your store that's for the mental evaluation tests. Now, a mental evaluation could be as short as 30 minutes and you're done. I think that's very appropriate. We could do that. I don't know. Maybe you have a offshoot of Walgreens, and it could be Walgreens firearm mental testing, and you make a new business, or run by the government. You put government people in there. I think a lot of libertarians and right would say we don't want federal government assholes in our gun stores. Federally run mental evaluation people, I don't think they'd like that. So you make it private. You partner, Gander Mountain, all these companies that sell guns, partner with Walgreens, and they have Walgreens mental evaluation testing in Gander Mountain. Or every so often they have to take evaluation to keep their license. PA, you don't need a license. Still, I would have enhanced background check, and they'd probably flag me for mental health at this point because I've had problems, which is fine. I don't want guns. I hate them. I went shooting like maybe twice. I think once, actually. I don't think I ever went out shooting after. It's not for me, man. Like, I'll fight. If I have to fight, I'll fight the best I can. You know, I'll be like Cody in Final Fight. Knock you out. That's it. Cody, Final Fight. You know, he was in jail too. Whoops. Getting hot. Gucci Trolls, would you make it mandatory that everybody have a license to have a firearm in every state? How'd you feel that way? Like 50 more minutes. Man, I'm going to die. Whew, it's hot in here. Maybe I could open the window. Yeah, I'm going to open the window. Hang on. Oh, yeah, that's nice. I'm going to pull this back. Oh, that's cool out there, actually. That's nice. Oh, sorry. Thank you for all the comments, Gucci Trolls. I'm really appreciating that, the comments. Just like a driver's license, I think a certain age you should have to take the test again. Some old people, yeah, you're right about that. I would probably say we have mandatory retesting, road tests, and eliminate the parallel parking. Could be the same way with owning a firearm. Man, that would be a huge system too. Man, I think we need an entire new agency in the government. Do you agree with me? We need like a mental health. Oh my God, that could be so bad. A federal government run mental health administration. Oh my God, I don't like the sounds of that. If you could get good people to run it, top to bottom, even the shadow dark hand people are good. White hats. People should have to prove their sound, a mind tone. Okay, so Gucci Trolls, how would you do that? Would it be like a sobriety test? Like if you give me an example of a test that you would do at the mental evaluation facility, wherever you'd have to go for it. Like you'd have to prove that you know all the safeties on it, and the safety, how you put the safety on, like make sure that you know the basics of how a firearm works in the first place. I wanted to learn how to take apart my Glock. I had a Glock 18. They can just like slide apart and shit. They're cool. I didn't like the feeling of it though. It was too short. And the kick was like, holy shit, why did that kick like that? It's because there's a Glock 17 and a Glock, it was a Gen 3 18, I think I had. Gen 3 or 4. And it's very short snub. And it's like, I remember shooting it. It was like, that don't feel right. And my buddy that I went out shooting with, Dave, he's like, yeah, those Glocks have been known to sometimes come off of the slide. You shoot it, and the slide will come back and smack you right in the fucking eye. You lose an eyeball. I was like, you know what? I took them home for safekeeping, and I kept them. And then G-Man got in the house, and the cops, he gave them to the cops, and then they stole my Glock. They said, your Glock's gone. So some cop has it, and that's cool. I'm fine with that. Take it. Serving people. That's cool. Hi, Jan. What's up? They took my M1 Garand. But it's still there. I could get it. But it's like, I don't... they can keep it. Like, God, it's so beautiful. It's perfect. The wood is perfect. I gotta get it. I'll get it someday. No. They didn't... Yeah, well... They didn't ask me to take it. But it was in safekeeping because G-Man got in our house. I mean, he was staying in our house, and we were helping him out because he was homeless, and we were going to give him the house for $1 because we were living life really happy in Colorado. So it's like, yeah, let's give him the house, and we did it. And he sold it for I think like $190,000. So God bless him, you know. It's cool. Christians, okay, I'll bless you. I want to bless people. That's why I want to get some money back again. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But the way he dealt with it was he called the cops and they took the stuff and they took a Glock and my M1 Garand and probably some of the ammo in the belt. I had some 223 ammo locked in the cartridges for the M1 Garand. You just open the fucking slide and pop it in as hard as you can and pop. 8 shots, ping. I wish someone would give me a house. Yeah, I wish I could. I'd give you a house if I had another one. I'm out of houses. I gave 2 houses away. I gave this house away that I'm in right now to my uncle for $1 because he wanted to keep it in the family. And I said, God bless you, take it. I kind of, the rich young ruler thing, I lived it and I like gave it away. You know, I'm a Christian, you know, I want to do it. I was going to sell this place, and this place is worth probably close to $250,000. The land that it's on. It's right on. It's like a Main Street, beautiful town. That's very kind of you. It's God. God told me to do it because the firstborn son gets double portion in the Bible. So my uncle, as the firstborn son of my mom's, who was his sister, estate, should rightly go to him, actually, biblically, which is why I was happy to do it. You know, just signed it over at AAA because they have a notary public at AAA, which is like, I'll take care of the paperwork, you sign it, $1 changes hands, and I give them back the $1 because it's like, I love you, Tommy. That's it. And I love Jesus, and I want to do what's right, you know. He wanted it. He was born here. He was born here. How could I say, no, I'm going to clear it out and sell it and take the money? How could I do that? And then oh my God, I could have put that money, probably $200-some thousand, into Bitcoin. Oh my God. Whatever. I could have, look, I had liquid assets. I could have put $400,000. I could have dropped $400,000 on Bitcoin at $7 a Bitcoin, and I didn't do it. Oh my God, I could have been a billionaire. This is it's life. It's life. I was comfortable. I had enough to live, and I was happy. In my own way, I found peace. You know. Yeah, I was drinking, and that's bad. And I'm glad Shanny stopped me. But I was like content, you know. Is Bitcoin for real? I heard it was a scam. It's not a scam. You can, especially now with Cash App and these apps, you can straight up get in the market immediately and you can hold it. There's a great app. It's called Robinhood. Over Cash App, actually. You want to get into crypto, get the app that's called Robinhood. And it is phenomenal, actually. You can get into stocks, I think even ETFs and bonds, and cryptos. Robinhood app. It's phenomenal. What else? Man. What a crazy world, guys. Those opportunities, my grandfather, who lived in this house till they took him to a nursing home and they OD'd him on morphine. He lost his mind. I heard of Robinhood, but I have no idea about stocks and all that. I'm a dummy when it comes to investing. I could talk to you about that a little bit. I could tell you right now that my number one investment that I would keep pumping money into and not stop ever. This is what I keep saying to people. It's like Jeffree Star. I love Jeffree Star. He's a really cool guy. And he knows us, definitely, because we were in Shane's video. He's seen us and knows us. He probably thinks we're kind of neat or whatever, or interesting. Could someone just drop $1 million in Apple stock for my family? Help me out. I won't come to you ever again. You just dump me with that $1 million in Apple stock. Apple stock. Because they pay dividends bi-monthly. Every 2 months, they pay a dividend. That would be my number one investment. I would pump all my money into that and just grow the portfolio to millions and millions of dollars in Apple stock. For me, I need to have money to invest. Exactly. That's where I'm at right now. I'm totally tapped out. Living at the Habitat, not the Habitat, living in Westminster at Covell, it was too much money. It was just way too much every month, and we shouldn't have went there. Because what happened was Apple stock split 3 times, and I would have been a millionaire, probably in the sevens of millions, because of the 3-way split in Apple. The money was gone for rent. I was supposed to experience this. This is what I've understood. It's like, Buddha going on his mission. Buddha coming out of the walls, because I was very isolated as a kid. My mom forced it. I know, right? I could be giving you like $1 million right now. Just drop it on you. No problem. Like $500,000. Sure. Yeah, tomorrow. Just let me make a certified check and if God has a plan, he does. I know. And I've really been feeling that lately, that I'm going to get the direction. And maybe I could even, I don't know, I'm going to talk to I like Methodists. Methodist Church. Shanny told me she was baptized in Methodist Church. I had no idea. She was baptized Methodist. We had to start going to Methodist Church, and maybe I could get a job as a pastor or something, because I had a YouTube channel with 21,000 subscribers that was prophecy based. I could be that's where, like, I worked as a pastor pretty much. I don't have my cemetery degree. What's up, Maddie Muskie? I don't know, man. Where are we at? 23, okay. I'm going till midnight. I don't know when this is going to die because there's no... How do you not have a timer counting how long you've been on this app? My cousin is a pastor for a Baptist church in Delaware. I like Baptists, man. That's the way my mom grew up. I just think they're kind of too stifling. They're kind of too conservative. A person like me, probably you're not looked on, because Shanny likes me with long hair, and so I like myself with long hair. And they look at guys with long hair, and Paul goes, "It's abomination." Like, you get problems. So, but Methodists are definitely not like that. They're more liberal. Like the last pastor that was at this church back here had tattoos and shit, Stoical wolf. That's cool. Red Hot Chili Peppers was going through my mind for some reason. I love the Chili Peppers, man. Danny California, great song. Other Side. Me and Shanny always rock Other Side. Like at least it's a month thing, you know. I really don't go by Baptist, Methodist, Catholic. I just believe in Jesus, and that's it. I mean, too. Yeah. But I'm saying it could also benefit me maybe in terms of maybe they need a janitor. Maybe they need a janitor for restrooms and stuff in the church. I'd love that. I'd do that. You know, clean toilets, clean the church toilets. That's awesome. I'd do that. You know, and it's a denomination that my wife was baptized in. I've never been connected to the Methodist Church in any way. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. I wouldn't mind a church at all. You know, I would love a church actually, and maybe I don't know. That's the church that always has the bells going. You know, playing hymns like "I'm a Wretch." You know, "Amazing Grace." I think I should go over there this next Sunday, right? Hold me to that. I want to do it. I don't really see many people over there. I think it might be a very, very small congregation. So I'm going to go over next Sunday and be like, blessings in the name of Jesus. You know, I'm in really bad financial shape, and I need to take my wife for her doctor's appointments. And I have a car. I do have a car that's registered. I just need to get a new title because the title was stolen from me. Thieves at hotel stole all of this stuff on me. You should. Good people to go around. Yeah, I agree. And Shanny's like, yeah, Methodist. I dig Methodist, you know. I'm going over. I'll wear my Jesus shirt and I'll pull my hair back and put it in, you know, I'll put it in a ponytail. It's like really floofy right now because of like humidity. I'm floofed. But I got like a pretty alright. I didn't comb it correctly. And it's just humid. You know, it's like weird. But I'll put my hair back and put my Jesus shirt on. And I don't know, maybe put on my Jesus hat. I don't know. No, that's like branding yourself. Like, oh, I dress like this all the time. I'm going to wear my Jesus Save shirt. That's what I'm going to do. Because I love that shirt anyway. And it's a t-shirt. It's not sleeveless. I'll look more presentable, you know. I'll be like, I need money, man. I'm do it over. Don't overdo it. Yeah, exactly. You got good mind, Gucci Trolls. You definitely got a good mind. You don't want it's like I don't dress like that every day. You know that. I wear like Bruce Lee and like I got a Raven shirt from WCW Raven, classic Raven shirt. Kicks ass. I love it. And I wear stuff like that. I'm not always wearing Jesus stuff. So but pray for me that I could get my caddy working, because then, oh my God, it just opens up a world, you know. In this area, you really need a ride, because it's walking everywhere. It can be brutal, man. Especially when the weather gets bad. And I would love it if somebody could get me those Dr. Scholl's work boots on the wish list. If you could get me those boots, I'll have them forever. It's $70. They're $70. I know that's a lot of money, but if I could get them, I'll have them for like 5 years. They're so tough and they feel just, oh my God. It makes my posture perfect too. Like a military posture. They're great shoes. So I need new shoes. I got holes in my Skechers on the top, and I can't walk in water because otherwise the water goes in the holes in the top of the shoes. So I need like new shoes. I do. Because I'm walking everywhere, you know. For now, pray for me on the Methodist Church, because I looked it up. Charitable things fixing people's cars. I was like, I'm going to search that. And the Methodists do it. So that's actually not a lot of money these days. My son wanted a $120 pair of Nikes for school. Jeez, oh my God, see? That we'll remember Air Jordans. Do you remember Air Jordans? They were a lot of money, man. And the ones with the pumps. Oh my God, the basketball on the lip. Thank you for praying. Look, I feel like it's gonna happen. What can somebody tell me what day it is? Tell me the day. It's Wednesday. Okay, I gotta wait until Wednesday. I don't know if they're there every day. I'm gonna try and call tomorrow. Because maybe the pastor is in there. Like he goes to the church once a day at some time. I don't know how they operate their hours. Are they? Yeah, today's the 6th. I needed to know what day of the week was. It's hump day. It's a Wednesday today. So I'm thinking Sunday is when I would want to walk in because they'd have a service like at some point Sunday. But maybe there's somebody there to answer the phone on the weekdays every day. Maybe there's somebody there to answer. So I'm going to try and call tomorrow. Yeah. Check it out. Because I really feel that they'll bless me. It's my girl. It's my wife. She's my love. And I want to make sure she's going to be okay and taken care of. I want to be able to take her to doctor's appointments and get her x-rays and move all of this forward so that we can get her as comfortable and not in pain as she could be. That's my super goal, is to get her healthy, where she can walk around okay and she can cook a meal. How can I have a job? I really need to take care of Shanny. She needs help, you know? She's so sweet. She doesn't want to ask for help, but she needs it. Like a health aid. And I know I can get paid for that. And we got to do all that. There's so much to do. But I need money. And I definitely need a ride because I need to go to Scranton. I can't walk all the way to Scranton. I'm going to be gone all day if I walk to all these places. It's lots of miles. Physically, I could probably do it. Someone should be there, I think. Maybe go early. Don't interrupt their Sundays. That's a good point. Yeah. I think I'm not an asshole. Okay. So if he was in the middle of a sermon, I would sit in the church. I would hope they'd let me in. I think they would. Right? Most churches are open to it. Like if you're a new person or whatever, you can sit for one service, right? I don't know. I think that's okay. I would wait till the end of the service and then go, up to the pastor and explain who I am, and I'm living like literally right down the street from you in my uncle's place. Yes, they would. There you go. I think you're right. I'm a Christian. I love Jesus Christ, and I need help. You can wait until exactly. I love listening to pastors and sermons, and I like Methodists. I think they're fine. I like Catholics. The people are fine, and the pastors and fathers and stuff are usually fine. I've never seen a church tell someone they can't stay for the service. Yeah. Well, there's certain Baptists that are really conservative that if you don't have a certification by their church, like you've been inducted in their church with training courses and tests, that's how they operated in this. This isn't a church anymore. It's a Hindu shrine type deal. The Hindus bought it. But the pastor here, when my mom was there, is like, yeah, you got to have certifications to be a part of the congregation. They took it like real serious, paperwork and all that. And my grandma loved paperwork. My grandma was a secretary doing sorting and organizing. She was a master organizer. Really? When I was younger, we would just walk in. Wow. Well, it was this certain denomination. And I'm trying to remember all of her notes. I had all of her notes from the Bible and stuff that she taught on Sunday school. All of that stuff is gone. These are really sentimental items. I can't think about that. I'm not going to talk about that anymore. That verklempt me. But I have all those things in heaven. They're there, It is what it is, man. You know, if you win some, you lose some, whatever. Where are we at? 11:34. Okay. Man. Yeah. But it's just, here's the thing, Gucci trolls. It's just stuff. It's stuff. You know, I got some clothes to put on my back. I can go out looking half proper to be okay. You know, it's been really hot, so I can wear this stuff. You know, it's been really hot. Holy crap. Oppressively hot. Massive heat wavy deal where I'm at. I've been having the door open and just let air in because it gets so stuffy. It's insane. The fan's nice in there, though. It makes you cool off. I like this. Yeah, I was like 100 today. That's insane. I don't think we've cracked the 100 here. Like the highest might have been like 92 or 93, maybe. Whenever I look at my phone, it's usually like at certain time it tops out at 90 that I see. We never cracked that. They were saying yesterday we were supposed to maybe get temperatures that cracked 3 digits, but it didn't happen. I don't think it happened. I don't think. It was pretty hot though. And then you got global warming. What do you think of that? Well, 96, but with the heat index, it felt over 100. Yeah, if you add it, yeah, that's always going to... I just want to know what the actual temperature is, you know? I mean, heat index is important, too, because it's going to make it less comfortable, and you're going to want to dress appropriately. I get that. But I just want to know the actual temperature, you know what I mean? Man, I add some hair dye to my Amazon wish list. I want to dye my hair black #1 again. I like that look, the black #1 hair. It's cool looking. I like it, and hair dye makes your hair softer. I like it. We had a very mild winter last year. I'm wondering if we will again this year. I missed the snow kind of. Yeah, we had a very mild one too. I don't know if you want to say where you're at, Gucci Troll, but I'm in northeastern Pennsylvania, very near the home of Dwight Schrute, the great employee at Dunder Mifflin Paper Company, who also sold Beats. And I'm talking about The Office show, which I love. I love The Office. You're in South Jersey. Okay. Jersey Shore. Snooki and shit. Jersey people kick ass, too. They're like New Yorkers. Awesome people. Oh, man. I just thought of G-Man again, you know. I like... When we were friendly, that was so nice, man. He'd play some video games with us, like he was trying to beat the first few things of Punch-Out on the NES because we had the EverDrive with the NES on a big CRT Trinitron, Sony Trinitron CRT TV. Oh my God, we had so much fun. We had a lot of fun, and watched the Book of Eli. He was like a friend, man. It's the first time in a long time I had something like that. Closer to Philadelphia than the shore. Okay. Philly, man. I drove through Philly once with my friends. When we went to see Dane Cook in Madison Square Garden. You remember Dane Cook? He was funny, but he kept doing the same act, and then it's like, less. And his new stuff wasn't as funny. Then he'd do the Sufi. That's the super middle finger. Everybody did that, hold it up to Sufi. What happened, if you don't mind me asking? Can you guys reconcile? Who can I reconcile with? Are you referring to my friends? Oh, the one friend. Man. I think too much was said on his end, and he lied about us. Like he accused us of asking him, G-Man, yeah, it's like this on YouTube, okay? Look this literally this. And it's not the big huge gaming channel. He has it's a Christian channel. It's not the big gaming guy called G-Man, not him. This is he's of Africa. He's African American. He's a black dude, and he's pretty funny a lot of times and entertaining and talented. And I don't hold any grudge for anything. But he's been trying to like kind of put a wedge between me and Shanny, and I don't know what his motivations are with that at all. But that's what he's been doing, and his other channel is this on YouTube. If you want to look it up, I'm giving G-Man some views. So sowing and sowing and reaping. It's all one word, and it should come up like immediately for you. But that's his. The last time I saw him making videos, it's on that channel. He had his main channel, G-Man, made private invisible because he doesn't want people mass flagging it and killing it. And I don't blame him. That's a smart move. He's using a different channel for now. If he's Christian, I think there's more of a chance to reconcile maybe. Yeah, his behavior, though, like he openly lied about us to hate channels. He said that we asked him for a threesome, which is a complete fabricated lie. When I heard this, that's when I said, nope, I'm cutting the cord and I can't be your friend. You're going to openly lie and say that we asked for a threesome with you. It's disgusting. I'm sorry, we weren't into that. Shanny is very into fidelity. And I love her for that. It's beautiful. She's very, very adamant about fidelity. And I agree. Oh my gosh, that's not very Christian. Exactly. You go on hate channels and you make up sensationalized bullshit. Gary. His name is Gary. His real name is Gary Lamont Moore. Everybody knows in the community, so I'm not doxing him. And you asked me, in a different world, in a parallel universe, maybe because they turned CERN on again, in an alternate universe where Gary didn't lie about us, I would absolutely reconcile with him. In a second. How can I trust you as a friend after you openly lied about us to people? You can't. How? You were in our life. You blessed us greatly. You paid for a lot of stuff. You put money into our lives. You helped our boys. You bought our boys food. You took care of us like we were your relatives, like we were brothers and sisters, and the boys loved you as a family member. And it just really ended bad. I'm sorry, I thought maybe there would be a chance to bygones, but some things could just got you. Well, yeah, because it shows character. If you are willing, we never did this once to G-Man, to Gary. We never lied about him once. We never said any ill thing about him because we really, when he was around, was like we were almost like a family, like we were all related. A beautiful testimony and like showing you the benefits of having, races come together and learn from each other and stay. It was really cool, actually beautiful. And the internet just does this. Specifically, this YouTube community, it does this to people. It destroys your humanness. It destroys something deep, because I experienced this, and then I got off it and I stopped listening to the shit, and my life was so much better. It was exponentially better because I wasn't listening to slander and hateful shit all day anymore. People get around the wrong people. It's a shame. Yeah, they need to come out of that. You need to. Where are we at? 11:44. I'm almost there. Maybe we won't need to start another. We can get the whole live stream in this one maybe, because I'm ending at midnight. Like I said, if there was a parallel universe and Gary never did this, he never accused us of wanting a threesome, and he's made other lies too. But I don't want to go down. He's definitely lied more. I would have to listen to videos to get all the lies that he's talking about, and I don't want to do that. It hurts. Because the truth is, I would reconcile with him because, I'm like that. I'm a softie, pretty much. There's a time to grow up. I've seen hate channels before. I'll never understand it. It's literally a new entertainment genre, if you understand what I'm saying with that word. It's an entire new area of entertainment, and it should not be legal. Because you're actually infringing on people's human constitutional rights by calling police falsely, and there's no consequence for it. Stuff like this. Calling CPS falsely. There's no reason for it. These are crimes. Basically strangers on the internet, and they let it take over their lives. And they come into our lives and want to stomp on my flowers. Literally vandalize my vehicle. That was done. Literally steal stuff from my front porch. That was done. Literally not break in, because the garage was open. Okay. I didn't shut the garage door. That was my bad. Okay. Literally go into an apartment they had nothing to do with and film it. Live stream it. That was a criminal act. You were trespassing. You had no right to be there. I said go get stuff if you can. But the fact is, I shouldn't have said that. Okay. And the fact is, if you looked into the situation, I was no longer a tenant because I was kicked out. That's in the purview of Covell. It's their property. You can't be there. So it was a crime. And they had a police report and stuff, but I don't think anything really bad happened. So I know what you mean, yeah. Oh my God, taking a real life, that's what they do. They had so much CPS coming out to our house constantly. The cops. I finally called the chief of police here about the calls because the neighborhood was freaking out. It's like these cops are here constantly at this house. It's like, what's going on? Who are these people? Everybody was scared of us. It's really good now. It's okay. Because the cops know that these people are fucking psycho stalkers now. The chief knows. I talked to the chief of police. I got him on call log. Blakely chief. You have to, because it's insane. You have these people, they think it's fucking hilarious. And then they'll ask you, they'll be like, well, why aren't you making new videos? Because you destroyed our channels. You don't think we know your fucking deal? You want to get us back to make a few videos so you have content that you could do for 2 months. Take it apart. You'll take this apart. Fine. I'm past it. You can do it. Makes me wonder who's all watching since no one talks. Yeah, I know. We got 8 people in here. It's no big deal. If I got somebody posted the links to this somewhere in a forum or something, maybe we could get some more people. But it's just quiet, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with having 8 viewers. I'm not Hasanabi. I don't need 24,000 people watching me. I would definitely monetize this Instagram if there were 30,000 people watching me talk about just random stuff. But I don't expect that. But yeah, we're getting close to the end. This is the end. 10 minutes, 11 minutes. But I wanted to honor this. That's BS. I'm not taking money from somebody and not fulfilling the obligation, and they still said they want their money back. I hope that it gets better because I want to fulfill what I'm supposed to do. I mean, if you're watching and not talking to the ones who talk bad about you, yeah, they're Instagram. You can get your account can get messed up if you engage clearly and it gets reported. You can lose your account pretty good. And there's more bullshit phone number, all that. You can't have double phone numbers on different accounts. It's harder to make sock accounts here to come in and harass, so they don't. I'm happy because I can talk to you, who's nice, and I see your comments, and I can talk to you. I don't care if it was just you. That's cool. I had a channel with over 21,000 subscribers, and I deleted it. Why? Why is out of my mind? I thought the government was buzzing my head and stuff, and I was hearing things. I was just going through stuff. And they were going to ban my channel anyway because I was all wrapped up with Alex. I had a lot of InfoWars clips, and they would have killed my channel. I think I had 2 strikes, quick. I just deleted it. 21,000 subs. So I had a podcast on BTR that was reaching like 300,000 people every podcast live. It was insane. 300,000 live viewers. We were absolutely decimating and crippling their servers at BTR. Me and my producer and co-host. It's amazing. You know, it was a nice ride. It was fun, and I should have kept doing that. I got wrapped up in Trump stuff, and it became something different. And my co-host had to stop doing the show because he wanted to make Aliyah to Israel, and he was being boycotted because he was on a Christian radio show. You got to feed the cat? Okay. Hey, we feed our babies. I might have to put a little food. And guys, with the wish list, if you want to get some Kit Kat foods, you know, that would be incredible. There's a Kit Kat food list. I don't think I put that one in. I'm going to put that one in the chat here. Hang on, I'll be right. All right, sorry about that. I'm Betty. I know you don't have to say that, Gucci Trolls. I totally got you. But here's the Amazon wish list for Kit Kat food. This is the Amazon wish list for Kit Kat food. And Kit Kat stuff for our babies. And I'll make videos. Like, if you buy some food, I'll show you putting the food in the thing and feeding them. And Gavin will go around because he does that when he gets food. I like to give and help people when I can. God bless you. You know, that really is. That's what it's all about. You want to help. That's what I did too, and Shanny too. I don't want to be in, you know, a hoarder of wealth. That's shit. You got 420s in your pocket and you see a person on the street that has a sign that says, please, I need to eat, and I worked 10 hours. I'm giving them 420s here. And they go, oh my God, you're amazing. Thank you. I can go home now and eat. I can get a real meal. Of course you do it. I just like to be comfortable at this point. Yeah, I was very comfortable, and it ripped apart what I had. You know, I had a very good situation, and I should have stayed in the house in Scranton and got it fixed up and stuff. And I got regrets. Going to Colorado for all that time was dumb. I should have came back here in a year, and I would have had my money, and Apple stock would have split 3 times, and I would have been a multimillionaire. But it didn't happen, so it didn't go that way. I was supposed to experience this from Jesus Christ. Jesus did it. The devil, he does his shit with certain people and stuff. But Jesus wanted me to see what it's like. You know that, is it Uncle Cracker? No. Buck Cherry. You don't know what it's like. Baby, you don't know what it's like. I didn't know what it's like at all to be on the street and shit. Now I do, pretty much. Everything happens for a reason. We just have to remember. That's right. And I'm down with Jesus, always. 6 minutes, and we're done. You know, I sincerely apologize for how this happened, and Shanny felt so bad, you know. But she's done, man. She can't do this. This stuff. It's done. I feels bad because she's such a good preacher of the word. There's times I get stuck in line at the store and going home. I'll see a car accident and thank God he kept me at the store a little longer. Oh my God, yeah, absolutely, it's things like that. And I've had experiences where literally like the car. I was sliding down my road one time because literally I think my tires, man, they weren't handling the snow well that year for some reason. And my Corolla just started slipping down the hill, and there was a car in front of me, and there was an intersection. And I just felt from the back something pull my car back. It was an Angel, I think, 100%. And I just stopped. There was no reason for me to stop because I was sliding, like, and it was like something pulled me from the back, my bumper, and it's an Angel. So there could have been a fucking, who knows, like a Mack truck coming down the road. That stuff's real, man. I had tons of testimonies on my channel. That's one of the main reasons I really wish I didn't delete my channel, because of the testimonies. I just saw an apparition around the corner there. Wow. I think the veil is getting thinner. Like, we're starting to be able to see spirit stuff a lot more. That might have been my grandma or grandpa, you know. Their energy could be, because they lived their whole life, and their energy's probably here. Oh, dude, come on. Don't. You hear that crunch, and then this won't go anymore, and you know you're done. And there's so much juice left. That sucks. I hate cheap lighters, you know. Good old matches. That's so much nicer. You don't taste the butane. I need to get a huge box of matches. The church is the worst. The crunch is the worst. I'm sorry. See, I go on these tangents. The crunch of what? My mind. I have an issue with like short-term. I think it's short-term memory loss. But it's because I like the lighter. Yeah, that sound. The crunch is the worst. I know. And then it just doesn't turn anymore, and it's fine. You can't use it again. Ah, I hate that. It's with the 99-cent lighters. Bic lighters usually last, you know, for me, because I'm a chain smoker, it's like they'll last me a couple weeks, 3 weeks. Yeah, I'd have one for a month and then it'll go dry, you know. But they don't crunch like that and just die. I hate that. I think I prefer matches. It's just like they're disposable, and it's like when you chain smoke, you can go through quite a few matches quick, you know. Sometimes if you move it in the opposite direction, it may work again. Otherwise, yeah. That's a good point. I think it's screwed. It's like this thing, once it... Oh, I might have got it. Ow. And it hurts your tongue like a bastard. Yeah, let it get unstuck. I can move it backwards. I think it's fucked. That sucks. We got another one. The nice man. Oh my God, he's amazing, you know. This old man, he's a blessing. He's got these blue eyes like an angel. I think he's an angel. I do. He gave us a box of food, like noodles and stuff, really yummy, good stuff, and some fruit cocktail and stuff. And he gave us 4 packs of cigarettes and 2 lighters. And so Shanny has the blue one. This one's dead. Ow, that hurts the thumb. It's fine. We got some matches. I could get more matches, though. Where are we at? 1 minute. Oh my God, countdown. It's like New Year's. Yeah, he's a wonderful man. And Shanny said, that's an angel. I'm like, yeah, you're right. they're around, man. You just got to talk to people, and they sympathize. There's sympathy. I walk up to a man that I know him enough because he walks his dog all the time, and I talk to him, and he's a nice man. And so I was in need, and I went up to him and I asked him a few times for money and cigarettes and stuff like that, and he's like, absolutely, no problem. He offers it freely, and then he packs up this box. He's got this box of food, and he's like, you take that box of food, man, take it. Yeah, it's midnight. Hey guys, look, this was fun. I like doing this. If you want to see more live streams like this, cool. Give it a heart and show me you like it, and we'll do more. I'll talk about politics, religion, the Bible, Jesus, all of it. Nice chatting with you all. Thanks for the live. Yeah, and thank you. Gucci Troll's a very active member, a very active chatter, and you helped me a lot in talking about stuff because you're a good chatter and you're kind and smart and all of it. So thank you. God bless you in the name of Jesus.